Hello and welcome again to today's last cluster of helmet videos. This one being our last and first non-Canadian helmet. As you helmet collectors can probably tell quite easily, this is a very common helmet. It is the M56-66 East German Stahlhelm. These were developed in the late Second World War, but never actually saw action due to Hitler's disliking of the non-Stahlhelm, traditional Stahlhelm look to them. These helmets are actually far superior in ballistic design to the Second World War M35s, M40s, and M42s due to its slope. Very good for stopping shrapnel and bullets. The outside of it is just a plain kind of gray, dull field color, traditional kind of Second World War German, East German look to it. Mine came in basically pristine condition. I like that very much, actually. It's quite clean, quite free of dings, other than that there. I think that might be actually a filled-in rivet hole. You just need to figure that out. We take a look at the liner. Quite basic compared to the other helmets I showed you. Other than the M1 helmet, they didn't have a liner. Basically, we have foam. This would be the kind of foam that you'd find in kind of like a mattress. If you have like a mattress that has like the egg carton kind of foam underbit to it, that's what it feels like. And this is just a very, very simple kind of cheap leather. Like you'd find this in like garden work gloves or something. Liner system, it's got plastic in the back. I find that kind of strange for a helmet from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. These are produced, this model particularly, was produced from 1966 to about 1991. This one here, the liner's from, if I remember correctly, the liner is from 78, and the helmet's from 79. So the liner's actually older than the steel shell itself, so I doubt those are rivets in it. Anyway, we can take a look at this bit here. You can see that kind of goes against the cheek. These go, like, the ear go in between these. Same thing on the other side. This side actually has the buckle. Quite a simple buckle if you've ever done a belt before, then you know how that works. We have the drawstring on the inside. I have it tied up to fit my head right. There's actually a model made before this. It was just the M56, and they produced those from 1956 to 1966. And the liner on the inside of that was just the standard Second World War German leather, all leather pattern with the different tongues inside them. Kind of a higher quality leather, higher quality build in general. And those would have exterior rivets to hold in the actual liner itself. This is quite noisy helmet to move around, actually, so I'll try to keep that sound down to a minimum. Yeah, it's a pretty decent helmet. I mean, they're not expensive. You can see videos of people, shooting them. A lot of people just do like review videos like this of them. It's a good helmet to have for your collection because I think they're cheap now and they're common now. Mainly since the Cold War is not really that old. It hasn't been over for too long. But I know in a few decades these will be rare and these will be expensive. Just like the Second World War German helmets. They used to go for cheap, but now they're rare. Now that everybody shot them up or just abandoned them, they're quite rare. So here we have the East German M56 M66 Stahlhelm. See the faint outline of a rivet right there by my middle finger. Interesting helmet, very plain helmet. Yeah, all in all, pretty good. The second helmet I've added to my collection, I got that back in the beginning of summertime. I enjoyed it just because it was such a common helmet, such a pronounced helmet. Just so good to add in my collection. Anyway, I actually have the cover for them. I don't put it on because it doesn't look very good. It's got the East German raindrop camouflage. I find I can't make it fit the very best, but I mean, it adds like a little bit of, I don't know, like rain protection. And strangely enough, it has a mosquito net. Anyway, that's all I have to say about this helmet. Yeah, I'd say go ahead and buy one if you're a helmet collector. I mean, yeah, good helmet. These were also used in the Bosnian War and in the Vietnam War, I think, as well. Anyway, good helmet, poorly used, I'd say. Kind of wasted in the Cold War. But anyway, thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe. I'll have another cluster of videos up in a week, probably. Until then, have fun helmet collecting. See ya.